What's up, beautiful people? My name is JP, whatever you want to call me. I don't really care. I go by many names. Um, and this video is just me recapping um, days 7 through 9. I know it's been a while since I posted the last video, but things have been kind of hectic lately. A lot of transitions and a lot of things going on in my life, so I haven't been able to hop on these videos as much as I want. So I'm making up for that today since I have a full day off finally. Um, and yeah, I'm just gonna hop right into it. Starting with day 7, which is October 22nd, 2023. I woke up a lot, but I had very vivid dreams. I remember bits and pieces. It was two different ones for sure. That's what I remember. And this was around the time too that I decided to start a dream journal as well, because I was having a lot more vivid dreams consistently, like dreams that I were really I was really immense, not immense, immersed into, and I want to start trying to remembering more of them than what I have, because a lot of times once I wake up, I start doing my stuff and I start going throughout my day, and it's just hard to remember my dreams. So, and dreams have meaning. It's just another version of consciousness beyond the one that we're in within the 3D. So it's important to remember your dreams and to remember the messages that you're shown through your dreams, because it's very helpful on your mission and on your journey um, in the 3D reality. But uh, so I pretty much chilled all morning and I got ready to sell the car. This is when I sold my car, which was really cool. That was a blessing of a day for sure. Uh, I called my mom that morning and she actually wanted me to just get a new one instead of getting the other one that I had. So me and my girlfriend were looking at cars all morning. We couldn't actually see any of them today on this day because it was a Sunday, and for some odd ass reason, Oklahoma forbids the sale of cars on Sundays. It literally says that they forbid the sale of cars, which is wild to me. But um, so we looked at them, but we couldn't really do anything. But her friend Lynn, she came in clutch, and she said she would let us use her car in the meantime until we got everything figured out, which was very nice of her. And while I was cleaning my car out, like while I was cleaning it out to get it ready for the people I was selling it to, I actually got cut by it on my finger. I was seeing it as a little goodbye cut, just as a reminder, because that was my first ever car. That was really mine. I had it in high school. Stopped driving it after I got my Jeep and got it back. So it was really nice, and it wasn't nice. I got cut, but it was just a little reminder of what it did for me and the blessing that it was for me to have. Um, then the people who were buying the car came. They were pretty cool. I sold her for 2,000. And then literally pretty much just was preparing to get a new one. Just looking over and trying to find new ones that we could use that money that we got for the car as a down payment towards. They gave me money orders, so I had to go cash them at Walmart, but it didn't go through at Walmart and it didn't go through at 7-Eleven. So we just said we'll try a different day. We dropped Lynn off so we could use her car while she was at work. My dog was a little shit and she ate some fucking cat litter. We got her off of doing that because it caused a blockage in her stomach, which was very scary for us. But for some odd ass reason, she started doing it again and she got in trouble for it. But did my first 30 of the day after that. And then I ran to a couple more places trying to get the money order cash, but it was still no luck. I wasn't discouraged. So I just kept it pushing and just kept my head up and knew that it was gonna work out. But then I went to Sprouts to get my girlfriend some cookies and some pasta sauce so I could cook her some food. Um, we went and got her friend from work, and I did another 30. I made my girl and her friend pasta, and I did 10 burpees as well on top of that 30. I did my oil pull, which was very late comparative to when I normally do it. But then we went to the gym. I did 20 push-ups with 10 burpees to start my workout, and I had a really good workout that day. And that was a very, very good reminder of how much it is like a luxury of going to a gym, because working out outside it's more of a not a struggle, but you really in the trenches, basically. Like you really are getting all the everything that you can get out of working out when you work out outside, because you're in nature, whether it's hot, cold, whatever. You're just in it, like you're really in it. The gym, I didn't even break a sweat, and I did a full body workout. So it was just a very interesting, I guess, like perspective, of seeing how it is from working out primarily outside, and the conditions of outside comparative to working out in the gym. Um, then I prayed and I meditated to the oracle to go to sleep. Uh, I wanted to run that next morning, or at the very least, I was going to do a little bit of workout before I did my yoga. Um, I got a I got a Bible from that place too, actually, and that's very nice for me, because at that time, just a couple weeks before that, my homeboy was talking to me about the Bible, and what it really meant, and it changed my perspective on the Bible, because for a long time I didn't have any ill will towards it, but I didn't really care to read it as well, because I have very strong opinions about things, especially as far as how words and translations can get misconstrued, and it can cause more chaos or mayhem than necessary. So I kind of strayed away from it, but once he told me what he told me, it opened my eyes to the difference of it, and it made me want to write my own Bible eventually. But I wanted to read a version of the Bible before I did that, just so I could have that knowledge um, and that base for writing my own, and also be able to make my own interpretations and opinions about the Bible that I do have. It's a new international version, so I'm not gonna say it's the prime peak Bible, but it's just a version of the Bible that I have to read and to engage with. Um, and just thank God for that day. I was on the right path. I'm on the right path currently, and I just like to remind myself of that. So, if at any time I get discouraged or something may not work out, I can always remember that I'm on the right path and everything is working out exactly how it's supposed to. Next day would be day 8, which was October 23rd, 2023. It was actually 12323 that day, which is cool. I woke up around 5 and I couldn't go back to sleep, so I stayed up and looked at more cars. I did this a lot over the next couple days after selling the car, just because we kind of were, it would be a lot easier for us to have a car, of course. But I've accepted the fact that we don't really need a car. It's definitely not a necessity. I don't like to see things as necessities, and we've gotten by without one. So looked at more cars, and I was about to fall back to sleep, but I don't know what it was. It was like an instinctual feeling that I had that my dog had to use the bathroom, so I let her out. And she definitely did. She diarrheaed, so that was cool. But then I laid back down, and then Lynn said she was on the way, so I started my morning stuff. Um, so just to wait for her, might as well just do that. I did yoga with the Black Yogi. I thank her for her work and for her mission of bringing that to the world. I really appreciate it. I use her pretty much consistently if I'm not just doing my own yoga. Um, then I listened to the Oracle. I called a couple banks to see if they could cash a money order, but they weren't able to. Um, and I figured I was gonna have to just go to my bank, which is Bank of America, and I called Homeland grocery store as well, and they said they would do it as long as I brought 2 forms of ID. But just a heads up, they did not do it, and they, even though they told me on the phone that they could, I went up there and they literally shut me down as soon as I got there. So, but um, I did 10 West Coast burpees that morning, which counts as 20 push-ups because I do 2 push-ups in between the burps. And then I did 30 right after that. I made some appointments for cars to view them, and then I got ready for the day. I was listening to Cosmic Frequencies, which was very good. Another very good YouTube channel on it, who changes the frequencies of songs to, what is the word? Solfeggio frequencies. I'm probably saying that wrong, but it's healing frequencies that uh, healing frequencies, interpersonal frequencies, any type of frequency that you could think of. She reverts the song to that frequency to make it uh, have those properties. And I very much enjoy her, or its channel. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy, and I don't want to assume. But thank you so much for your work. You were very appreciated. I love that channel so much. Um, but actually, I'm gonna write down all the people I shout out so I can remember, because I want to make sure I'm shouting out everybody. Sorry, guys. Okay, back to this. I did my oil pull. Then when I was just waiting to leave, I wanted to bring my backpack, but I wanted to walk a little light. I didn't want to be carrying a backpack all day. Plus, my fit was butter, so I didn't want to kind of fuck up my fit with that. And I dropped my girl off and her friend at work. And then I went to try to go cash money orders again. There was no luck. But I went to a place called Kalidi Kia to see this nice Elantra that I really liked. It was blacked out, and it was just very nice. But I could only see it. I couldn't really do anything cause they was at work and I wanted her to see the cars with me. So I just waited for them to get off. I went and got the shipping label and my girl's shoes from the house. I made another sale from my website, which I thank God for that, of course. I read some more of the Bible. And I took Nove, my dog, to the dog park, and I uploaded days 1 through 3 on YouTube. That's when I did this. So October 23rd is when I uploaded the days 1 through 3. I tried to go to USPS and ship the shirt, but she said she couldn't because of the shipping label, which I kind of think was stupid because I know for a fact if she would have just typed the numbers that was at the bottom of the shipping label in, she would have been able to. But it's neither here nor there. I could I mean, I did it anyway, so no, it didn't really matter. So then I picked up my girl and her friend to go look at cars. We looked at a Charger that my girl really liked, but we couldn't get it because they were talking about we had to put $8,000 to $9,000 down, which is paying off half of the car, which is ridiculous. Saw a Sonata, but it wasn't the one I was actually trying to get because it was white. They just wanted me to test drive it just because the black one wasn't actually at the place that we were at, which was Joe Cooper Used Cars and Trucks in Midwest City. Then I went to a buy here, pay here, but it was closed. We were gonna try again tomorrow. Well, my girl was because I had to work that day, and I actually broke my fast because I was actually supposed to be doing a 3-day fast, water fast, over these 3 days, but I broke it just because I had to work that next day, and just like in the last time I talked about it, it's a lot harder on my body to try to fast while working that job rather than just breaking it and doing it at a different time. Reference to I'm recording these videos very late in comparison to when I did these reflections, and I'm actually on my 3-day fast right now, my 3-day water fast, just because I have new jobs, and the job that I have right now, which I love very much, is I'm a cook at this restaurant called Plant. It's not as consuming on my body, so it's not as strenuous. So I'm doing it right now. I'm on the second day of the fast today. So tomorrow's the last day, and then I'll be done. And I'm definitely gonna make it past this one. And it's nice to finish off my 30-day sober with a nice completely cleansed before I get back on my bullshit. um, but I ate some tahini peanuts that I got from the gas station while we were out, because I was feeling pretty famished as well while we were out running around looking at cars. So I just did that just so I didn't fucking pass out or something. Then we went to Sprouts and got some pasta and sauce again. I got a little walnut, sunflower seeds, and pumpkin seeds, of course. That's my shit. And I mixed it with some salsa, which was really actually pretty good, surprisingly enough. And I made my girl and her friend some pasta. They said it was good, which is nice. It's always nice to hear when my cooking is good. I did 30 while I cooked, and then I made my food for the next day at work. I cut up an apple. I just was hoping that it didn't go bad because I kind of forgot that apples are a little weird. Like if you cut them up, they might go bad faster. So, but it didn't. Well, it kind of did, but I still ate it because fuck it. But I didn't want to eat till 4 that day. You know how I do when I go to work. I only eat at 4. Between 4 and 6 while I was working at that job at least. We hit the gym. I didn't want to go as hard as I did the day before just because I was very sore and I still had to work. So I just did a little slight shit. I still got good work regardless. I ran for 10 minutes and at like a pretty fast pace, so that was pretty cool that I was able to work my body like that. Um, did a little workout that I seen on YouTube before we had went. It was just a full body workout as well, just wasn't as heavy. Um, and I joined in on their little workout that they had, which was mostly legs. So it was cool. I was able to help them work out and make sure they were doing it right as well. And then I put my clothes in the washer and I laid down. Day 9, which will be the last one for this video. Yeah. I woke up because my dog actually did poop on the floor this time. Oh shit. I tried to go back to sleep, but I couldn't, so I just got up and I started in the morning. I did my 30, then I did some free flowing yoga, meaning I just did my own. I didn't watch any videos. I just let my body flow and do whatever it felt as though it needed to do at the moment. That was my first time doing it in a while because I had been doing it to the Black Yogi for a couple days in a row, which is not a problem. It was just nice to do my own. Of course, then I meditated to the Oracle. Lynn got to the house, so I let her in, and my girl is actually awake by then. I called Western Union and then just for a robot to tell me that the money orders were actually fake. So I got a little bit irritated about that, and I called the lady that I sold the car to try to figure something out. But then I called customer service and actually got on with a human, and I got it figured out. So we got the information that we just had to wait till the next day to cash the check, so it was cool. Um, or no, we was able to cash one that day, and then the next one I had to cash the next day. Then I went to work. I left my water in the freaking car though, so I had to stop at Casey's after one of my deliveries. But I ended up spending freaking $10 on a little ass cup of fruit and 2 waters, which I was like, God damn it, but whatever. It is what it is. I still needed the water, so I wasn't tripping. But 7-Eleven, y'all the goat for having fucking bananas and apples and shit, especially for cheap. On Q2, y'all is a little bit more expensive, but at least y'all fucking have them. Casey literally only has cups of fruit, and it had like grapes and cantaloupe in it, which is fine, but it's tiny, and it's like $3 or $4. I was like, y'all tripping. Um, I finished my route early. And we found out that Lynn's parents didn't want her to co-sign because she was gonna try to co-sign for a car for us because that was pretty much we were at as far as needing a car, that we just needed a co-signer. But her parents didn't want her to, so oh well. So we was gonna try more buy here, pay here places. Um, but I knew God was working and things would work out, so I wasn't tripping about it. My girl picked me up from work. I went and I got trash bags and tissue from Family Dollar. Uh, then I took my dog out. Um, and then I just looked at more cars when I got back. I got approved by Drive Time and pre-approved by a place called America's Car Mart. So I scheduled a bunch of things for Thursday because I worked Wednesday, so I wanted to do it all Thursday. Um, then I did another 30, and I folded my clothes and I posted on Medium, and I wanted to re-record some stuff. At the very least, record days 4 through 6, which I think I did do that day. I tried to re-record some of my songs, but it's hard to record in here because the ceilings are so high and I don't have reverberation pads, so the sound travels like crazy. Um, did my oil pull as well. Then I did the dishes, and then I did 20 more push-ups, and I fell asleep. So that was days 7 through 9. The next video will be days 10 through 13. Right. Yeah. That was 9, 10, 11, 12. No, 10 through 12. Sorry. Yeah, it'll be 10 through 12. But, well, thank you guys for watching this video. If you did, stay all the way through. It's greatly appreciated. I really enjoyed the journey that I went on with the ups and downs and everything around it. And stay tuned because I'll be posting more and I'll be finishing up the series here pretty soon as well. So, thank you. Peace, love, harmony, and everything to all beings, all my brothers and sisters. Much love to you all.